mystery. In 15 years, this I haven't seen. The blinking, slow swallow, and tears between. It's cancer, she finally shared to me, her friend, beside her chair. A hug, a sigh, a tearful goodbye. This appointment was not about teeth. How are you today? Fine, quite flatly was all she'd say. Nothing changed in the data collected, but still something hung in my conscience, or at least I suspected. New caries, 1, then 2, then 3 more. What could have changed to make her protection so poor? While coffee wasn't helping, it wasn't the cause. I asked about changes at work and learned what it was. The bills never stopped for this mother, it seemed. She mentioned all 7 days where work hours teamed. I related the adage from sun to sun where a mother's work is never done. I described my own kids when I cooked for them. Then she grabbed my arm and tightened her chin. The tears leaked out, first 1, then 2. She said, I'm just so grateful for you. You just reminded me of my pride in them. 2 kids she raised, her and him. She whispered they'd appreciated her, not for what she did, but as their mother. Together we learned she couldn't recall the last time she cared for herself at all. She had almost canceled today for her shift. I'm so glad she didn't, and loosened her grip on the striving and sweating and pounding of work to be cared for once, to be reminded of worth. That I could see inside of her. This appointment was not about teeth. In my limited years, I cannot claim countless appointments without names, but I certainly could spill some tea about patients turned friends who ministered to me. There's so much tied up in 32 teeth, whether it's privilege or lack, health or disease. When I look back on all I've learned, it was each patient, a person concerned, who taught me who I am. In the living, in the crises, in the interludes, maybe one day you'll also find that what you have is gratitude. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Sutton, for your remarks. Now we turn our attention to the Code of Ethics and Principles developed by our dental hygiene students. The class developed their code and commitment to abide by it as they care and serve patients. Students, as you read this code today, I encourage you to think about how the words you read are reflected in your daily actions. Each class of students will read their Code of Ethics momentarily. We will now recognize the dental hygiene class of 2023. Please stand and remain standing. Will the hygiene class representatives of Madison Hoffman and Madeline Pritzel please come forward to lead your class in the reading of the Code of Ethics?
We will be mindful and respectful of all cultures, including differences, and promote an environment where new perspectives and diverse backgrounds are welcomed. We will provide all members of the community with great respect, regardless of their sexual orientation, ethnicity, race, language, religion, socioeconomic status, or physical ability. We will acknowledge the feelings and interests of all patients in order to establish rapport and a safe space for communication, putting our patients first by providing patient-centered and individualized care while prioritizing individual personhood and wellness. We will hold ourselves accountable for the values and ethics we follow as we progress through our professional careers by collaborating, supporting, and documenting our skills in oral health and education, as well as remaining diligent in clinical documentation and appropriate conduct. We will acknowledge the sacred trust our patients bestow on us by rising to the highest standards in listening, coaching, and equipping our patients to care for themselves. We will engage in lifelong learning to advance our skills and knowledge as dental professionals, using evidence-based decision-making to better ourselves and patients and to better the field of dental hygiene and patient education. We will take responsibility for our actions by demonstrating integrity and upholding confidentiality in all situations that will arise. We will model and contribute to a functioning team, including interprofessional respect, kindness, and putting others first. We, the dental hygiene class of 2023, will hold one another accountable and honor this code of ethics through the rest of our education and through the progression of our careers as dental hygiene professionals.
Students, you may be seated. At this time, we will call each dental hygiene class member forward to receive a set of scrubs provided by the UMKC Dental Hygiene Alumni Association, and then to sign their code of ethics. Scrubs will be presented by their program director, Professor Tanya Mitchell, and faculty advisor, Professor Julie Sutton. Students, as you accept these scrubs and wear these scrubs, let them serve as a daily reminder and symbol of your commitment to your patients, each other, and the profession, as you strive to abide by the code of ethics you have committed to. These scrubs distinguish you as someone worthy to be trusted by those you care for. So, I'm sorry. I'm so used to sitting down. So forgive me, I'm going to call your names, and I will try to pronounce everybody's correctly. So first, Marcilla Arnold. Kennedy Bauer. Marcy Bolger. Riley Bontrager. Rachel Carnes. Kara Collier. Sydney Dennis. Gabrielle Dent. Jaden Greenwood. Tanya Guthrie. Aya Habashi. Lauren Hills. Madison Hoffman. Haley Howe. Marissa Humphreys. Emily James. Sherry Lene. Morgan Masters. Cameron Notharak. Jessica Perez Palares. Madeline Pritzel. Kathleen Rhodes. Bailey Sibley. Mallory Smith. V. Tran. Abby Williams. Taylor Wolf. Thank you. Now we're going to move on to the DDS class of the class of 2024. This class selected Dr. Luke Wiesman as their keynote speaker. Dr. Wiesman's path to joining UMKC School of Dentistry faculty started at Seattle Pacific University, where in 1996 he graduated with a bachelor's degree. In 1997, Dr. Wiesman returned to Seattle Pacific and earned a Washington State teaching certificate and a master's degree in teaching, completing the program in 1999. Moving back to Whidbey Island, where he grew up, Dr. Wiesman taught middle and high school students in public school for 5 years. He then entered dental school at New York University's College of Dentistry in 2004, completing his DDS degree in 2008. Dr. Wiesman then moved back to Whidbey Island and became owner-operator of a private practice for 10 years. Choosing to sell his practice in 2018, he then worked as an associate dentist for 2.5 years before joining the UMKC School of Dentistry in 2021 as a clinical assistant professor. Dr. Wiesman is excited to be at UMKC to unite two passions, teaching and dentistry, and to be a positive and encouraging presence here at the school for the next generation of upcoming dental professionals. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Wiesman.
I sat there for a minute and said, whoa, is that me? Is that me? Professor Sutton, this is the second time I've heard you speak, and I love that you bring your A game every time. You inspire me as an educator. Absolutely, please. And even though most of my words today are going to be spoken to the DDS class, to the dental hygiene students, please know that these words are also meant for your hearts and souls as well. So I am very excited and grateful to be here with you all today. Quite an upgrade to our lecture hall, right? I'm immensely humbled to have been asked to speak with you today at this important moment in your education. This white coat ceremony we are here for today is a significant symbol of your movement from students to health professionals. As the dental students know by now, I am not one to allow a moment to pass without effort to highlight significance where I think it could be. Walk back with me. When we first begun our instructor-student relationship in January, we started by recognizing goals. We started with pictures of athletes to make analogous their journey to success with your journey to success. The purpose was to bring to your attention that purpose is important. Vision is important. Perspective is important. Which perspective you chose to adhere to would determine your attitude, your behavior, your happiness, and ultimately your level of success. That first day, we talked about a smaller story and a larger story. As you entered into class and the work in front of you for the semester, you had a choice. Will you choose a small story or a large story for your perspective and vision? The small story perspective involved solely focusing on the tasks and the details of those tasks that you had in front of you. You would have looked at projects and requirements, looked at potential failures or successes as only hurdles to overcome. If this small story was to be your perspective, each project, activity, or session is only that, an isolated task being asked of you. Without the understanding of how these tasks fit together, you are at risk of losing motivation, losing your vision, and in fact, losing yourself in the swirl because you wouldn't see the reason each task was assigned. We discussed that if an athlete were only to focus on the weight training, the running, the diet restrictions, the sleep, the exhaustion, without knowing the why, then soon motivation fails. And so does the athlete in achieving their goal. The larger story was based on vision. We spent time identifying what your vision could be and how you might hold to it as you viewed the work being asked of you. The larger story focused not on what you were doing, but why you were doing. It would provide meaning and purpose to the detailed work you engage in, allowing you to understand in deeper ways the reasoning and reality of your experiences. You recall we talked about those athletes whose bodies were lean and muscular. The pictures showed them crossing the finish lines, breaking those champions' tapes at the end of the race. Those athletes did not hop off a couch that day and say, hey, I'm going to go win a race. It took years of running to win that race. Lifting weights, food choices, sacrifices. And if living from a small story perspective, the pieces of those athletes' lives would not have meaning and therefore would not have made sense in the moment. When faced with temptation in this smaller view, why would they not have pizza instead of a salad if they didn't know why that dietary choice was important? Why would they choose to get up and run at 4:30 in the morning before work if they didn't know why this effort was vital? However, if an athlete's vision is here, the Olympics, it's to win a race, that vision now gives purpose to those difficult choices. The turn away from pizza and the early morning run now have reason and purpose and inspiration. Your larger story that day was and still is that you are training to be a dentist. You are training to treat human beings and the diseases that affect their oral cavity and their body systems. You are training to dance between harm and help. When we kept this in mind, this very high calling in mind, the work and tasks we accomplished together coalesced into purpose and meaning. We then viewed a picture of a dental graduate on the day of graduation to further emphasize that being a student is equivalent to the difficult choices an athlete has to make in order to succeed. Your hard work, your sacrifices, long hours studying, your choices to study and not see family and friends as often as you'd like, your weekends spent in the dental school, and your laptop being your best friend on a Sunday afternoon in the park. All these things, if not held in the right perspective, will overwhelm, will frustrate, and will not motivate you. But if your vision is clear, if it's to become a doctor or, better yet, a dentist, these sacrifices now have purpose. They have meaning. And now you're not today to family and friends because you chose to study. It has power behind it. You are training for something great, something amazing, something worth the effort you have and are putting into it. And you rose as student champions, didn't you? You chose the largest story perspective. And how do I know? As we worked on projects in class and as discussions and questions came about, you rarely asked what we were doing, but you would come and challenge me to why we were doing it. I know of this vision as well because the bookstore ran out of practice teeth twice because you chose to put in the time to practice and train for practical exams, and you bought more Typodont teeth than that bookstore expected. And as you participated in the bridge course just recently, I see the joy and excitement in you. You know where you want to be, where you want to go. I see your vision displayed. And as your semester progressed, you wrestled with the tendency that we all do to lose the large story vision and fall prey to the small story. But now, due to your hard work, the challenges you faced in the first 2 years of dental school have been overcome. You are now victorious. There is no small feat and should not be brushed aside. There is great pride in that for you as you reflect back. And now, here we are today. An event meant to symbolize the next step for you in your path as a health professional. We are symbolizing this transitioning from student to health professional. And as you begin to see patients of your own, now more than ever, perspective and vision are absolutely critical for you to be your best. So what's the small story perspective for you in these next 2 years? How about requirements for graduation? Patient no-shows, 3 appointments to finish a comprehensive exam, crowns that don't fit, lab work that has to be redone, cranky patients, frustrated patients, patients you can't get numb, and that's just to name a few things. In clinic is actually where these challenges and frustrating events need to happen so that you can learn from them, so that your dedicated faculty can come alongside you in those high and low moments and guide you through them. Every day you will have an opportunity to learn something new or be lost in these challenges and be defeated by them. Every day, will the details drag you down or will you view them in the light of your grander goal that you are training for? And if that's the small story, well, what's the larger story? Please. Here, how can we help you hold on when your student world doesn't seem to make sense any longer? The vision, the larger story for the next 2 years is becoming a graduated, licensed dentist. Right, parents? Just checking in, right? Right, parents? Graduate, I ask you to cling to the vision of graduation, of being a licensed dentist, to work in a field where what you do matters and makes a difference, a profession where growth and new learning are applauded and where you can provide well for yourself and for a family. A profession where the positive effect you have on patients has a positive effect on you as well. That is the story to cling to, the lens to view all of your ups and downs. So in the next 2 years and even beyond into practice, when you are exhausted, tired, beat up, weary, cranky, and are close to losing your place in the larger story, what can you lean on to help hold on? How do you keep this higher perspective in the midst of the circumstances of life? What can be your foundation no matter the circumstances? May I suggest 3 things? First, you need to know that challenges make you stronger. Mistakes, errors, redos, broken marginal ridges on the MO amalgam you just finished, all of these make you stronger. If you truly learn more from your mistakes than your successes, I guarantee I am the smartest man on the planet. So know that these challenges arise. They do so not because you are incapable or incompetent. Like an athlete training to be amazing, so are you in training. So embrace the challenges. Allow them to be good moments. Allow yourself to say, this was hard to experience, but I'm glad it did because now I know how to avoid these in the future and how I might handle this differently. Everyone makes mistakes, so learn how to use them to make you better and stronger. Secondly, recognize that resiliency is one of the strongest traits you can possibly possess. I love the definition of resiliency. Resiliency is defined as both the capacity to recover from difficulties and the ability of a substance to spring back into shape. As you enter into clinic, there will be wonderful patient successes, patients you enjoy, treatment you are proud of, and a level of confidence that begins to grow. And there will also be those challenging patients, those challenging days where that emerging confidence is threatened. So I encourage you to learn to submerge yourself in positivity, not being false to yourself, but keeping negativity at arm's length from you with the weapons of gratitude and positivity. For positivity and gratitude and resiliency go hand in hand and must be practiced. This discipline will create a clear path for you as you wake each day and enter into your training again, because resiliency is a monster key to your success. And thirdly, you will need a foundation of character. When these challenges arise, you will also be faced with a choice. Will you be a person of integrity and honor, ethics and compassion, purity and grace and faith? Or will your character be sacrificed to embarrassment, exhaustion, or requirements or a paycheck? You see, the secret that none of us have told you yet is that all of these issues you face in clinic, they actually happen in practice for your whole career. Now, they will be different, and God willing, they will be fewer and far between. But they will happen. And when they happen, it is likely that they will happen when no one is there to look over your shoulder or to help. And we all face these choices in practice. So if someone tells you different, they are not telling you the truth. So therefore, a foundation of high character and holding tightly to these powerful traits will be a life raft for you. Give yourself the gift of being a person of integrity and honesty, compassion and purity, grace and faith. Hold true to these values and you will always be able to sleep at night. So develop these traits, pursue them, practice them, learn about them, because when you do, the vision these pillars support will save you from being swallowed by your circumstances. The traits of a person of character are guideposts to navigate you through the choices you will face. They are what you lean on to help you hold on. These white coats we're about to be giving you are symbols of a larger story vision. With this coat, we seek to stamp on your educational passport this moment where you live as health professionals. We bring significance to this day because treating people is incredible, incredibly rewarding, incredibly scary, and incredibly powerful. We, your faculty, know the journey you have in front of you and what it takes to not just survive, but to thrive in this profession. And we offer this white coat so that when life seems consuming, you can come back to this coat to remind yourself of the high calling that it is to be a dentist. That people still trust a dentist and you need to be worthy of that expectation. Remind yourself of the challenges you have overcome, that you are capable, resilient, strong, and intelligent. And reconnect with yourself and remember the character you are developing within you. Integrity and purity, compassion and grace and honor and faith. The foundations of character that this coat represents. Patient care waits. And so I offer you this last bit of truth. Humanity needs you. Humanity needs the best of you. So practice being the best of you. I invite you to rise to this higher standard in yourself, to allow this white coat to be a symbol of that higher, larger story calling, a symbol of what makes up the best of us. As this coat is put on you, take a breath. And remember the strength it took to get here. You have it in you to be great. And now you have a symbol to remind you of your immense ability and potential. I welcome you to your white coat and the start of your grand adventure in the world of dentistry. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Wiesman, for your remarks. I always enjoy hearing him talk. In a similar manner as the dental hygiene class, the members of the DDS class of 2024 have developed their own code of ethics and principles to abide by as they care and serve patients. Students, as you read this code today, I also ask that you reflect not only on just the words, but more importantly, matching your daily actions with your code. Will the following class representatives please come forward to lead your class in reading of the Code of Ethics? Mercedes Dillard and Cole Daniel. Students, please rise and read out loud your code as you are led by your classmates.
Dedication to our patients. We pledge to provide unbiased oral health care to all patients, utilizing the utmost compassion, transparency, and kindness. We will treat all patients comprehensively using evidence-based dentistry and working with them to come up with the best individualized treatment plan for them. We will uphold the values of patient autonomy, veracity, non-maleficence, beneficence, and justice in our daily interactions with patients. We will respect and appreciate our patients as they aid us in our transition to the profession. Dedication to the community. We understand our obligation to offer our skills, experience, and wisdom to better improve the overall oral health of the community. We are called to be servant leaders by promoting preventative care and volunteering our services to those in need. We will emphasize educating our community on the importance of oral health and its impact on an individual's overall health. Our professional demeanor will reflect our commitment to embracing diversity in all forms. We will show love and care to members of our community by the services we provide, our commitment to excellence in our work, and by being oral health advocates. We will demonstrate the highest standards of honesty, integrity, and privacy when providing person-centered care to our community. Dedication to the profession and our colleagues. We pledge to uphold the ethical standards and obligations of our profession as outlined by the American Dental Association in all our professional capacities. As oral health providers, we strive to be advocates for increasing access to care and to maintain the integrity of the profession by acting in the best interests of our patients. We are committed to promoting diversity and inclusion in every aspect of dentistry, and we will work with other healthcare professionals to provide equitable, evidence-based care. Together, we will drive the profession forward by contributing our research, clinical knowledge, and advocacy. Dedication to ourselves. We pledge to strive daily to better ourselves as practitioners in order to give our patients the best treatment available. We commit to constantly learning and expanding our knowledge and skill set. Our passion for dentistry and compassion to our patients will never fail. We will be objective in knowing our own limitations in order to humbly ensure our patients experience a high level of care. Above all, we will maintain our integrity through every action.
At this time, we will call each dental student forward to don their white coat provided by the UMKC Dental Alumni Association. As the students are recognized, they will sign their class code of ethics. Team coordinators Dr. Becky Smith, Dr. Michael Murphy, and Dr. Eric Gottman will be coding the students. The white coat represents your beginning attainment of the scientific knowledge and clinical skills for caring and serving patients in the clinic. It is the distinctive dress of a professional who accepts the responsibilities and commitment to society, the profession, and our ethical principles. Allow your coat to be a reminder of your commitment to your patients, each other, and the profession as you strive to abide by the code that you have committed to. The white coat distinguishes you as someone who is worthy to be trusted by those you care for. You are encouraged to wear your white coat as you greet patients each day, during seminars, and when presenting to your classmates and colleagues. Ali, Ali. Evan Andrews. Payam Aramoon. John Burnett. Kendall Klein. Alexandra Cook. Morgan Davis. Mercedes Dillard. Sam Douglas. Eric Fritchie. Jacob Garcia. Sarah Godwin. Nash Harvey. Chandler Hill. Afra Hussein. Mary Inman. Jordan Kane. Riley Katziff. Connor Massey. Joshua McDowell. Kelly McGuire. Nick Malin. Vartan Naklumov. Afsana Momtahan. Toby Nam. Oh, need the sign. Christina Wen. Elena 9. Zachary Ortinow. Shantae Reed. Alize Ramani. Tanner Robert. Ala Shahari. Ivy Sparlin. Lindsay Stander. Keely Stouffer. Saxon Tubner. Dylan Waugh. Allison Weber. Lauren Wilson. So that is all of team one. We're going to move. Now we're going to move on to team two, and Dr. Eric Ottman's going to coach his team. Mason Albertson. Ahmad Alhati. Lauren Allison. Ferris Al-Safar. Fatima Bebahani. Audra Berquist. Niati Bhakta. Tanner Clark. Cole Daniel. Nicholas Desch. Blake Eccles. Claire Freeman. Aiden Henry. Olivia Horton. Cole Johnson. Allison Lawler. Angela Marulanda. Azriel Minarez Almeida. Alyssa Mulkey. Alexander O'Connor. Grant Powderly. Hannah Ragsdale. Sabine Raymond. Allison Riddle. Sugal Sadri. Jet Schroeder. I got it. Deanna Stepanova. Emily Thompson. Jacob Trammell. Jay Trividi. Matthew Zimmerman. And that concludes Team 2. Now we'll move on to Team 3, and they'll be coded by Dr. Michael Murphy. Chloe Andrews. Shandon Boone. Colin Brandt. Bethany Castro. Colin Kaywood. Emma Feldman. Kaylee Hall. Ingrid Helgestad. Van Hopkins. Megan Keller. Elizabeth Kiefner. Nicholas Kermer. Jonah Korandi. Anne Marie Labarca. One Lay. Anthony Leisure. Molly Moppin. Davis McAllister. Michael McMahon. Taylor Mead. Ann Wynn. Brendan Owings. Nicole Riggs. Katie Rowe. Andrew Rund. Nolan Soxy. Ashley Sankey. Kiefer Schmidt. Melissa Schmidtgens. Hannah Sells. Andrew Sheehy. Grant Teichmeyer. Andrew Tompkins. Dylan Trin. Matthew Wally. And last but certainly not least, Robert Ward. So thank you. So I'd like to recognize the DDS class of 2024 one more time. So as we conclude this ceremony today, our hope is that you, our students of this great school, will reflect on your roles as you care for your patients. Your experiences with patients will facilitate your growth as a dental hygiene or a dental professional. We have great faith in you and to continue fulfilling the responsibilities and trust of this great profession. Because with the support of your teachers, you will tackle this important work here at UMKC. The experiences you have here will shape the rest of your lives, and you will have opportunities that most people only dream of. But before we leave this hall today, I want to suggest you keep in mind these 5 pillars of practice articulated by a Massachusetts General Hospital cardiologist, Roman DeSantis. There's one common thread that links the 5 pillars of practice: the singular importance of the patient, the man, woman, girl, or boy that has entrusted you with their care. First, the patient should always come first in the life of a doctor. Second, in any situation at any time, weigh all the information you have at hand and always try to do what's best for your patient. Third, as the golden rule applies in life, so it applies to the practice of dentistry. The patient should be managed the way that you or a member of your family would wish to be treated if he were that patient in that chair at that time. Fourth, be a friend to your patient, but also their caregiver. And fifth, always demonstrate your humanity with your honesty, sincerity, and empathy. Remember, the secret to excellent dental care for your patient is caring for your patient. It would be best if you never forgot that the beauty and essence of dentistry still lies in the personal and precious interactions between us, the practitioners, and the patients we serve. Finally, dental and dental hygiene classes, let us start today to begin the work you have come here to do, to learn, to listen carefully but ask new questions, to see with new eyes, and most of all, leave this hall today with a firm commitment in your hearts and minds to build a future that will improve the health and well-being of our communities. Congratulations on your achievements, and we look forward to seeing what you accomplish in the care of those patients you serve. Also, thank you to the family and friends for being here today and supporting these students in their journey in dental education and their future careers. So at this time, we'll be taking some photos of the students. So I ask you to stay where you are, students, and everybody. So our photographers can come up here. They're going to take some that are with them seated, and then they're going to bring the classes up on stage here to take pictures. So thank you very much.